Hello and welcome to another episode of Anime Club. Hey, as usual, my name is Kris, and I'm joined today by Phoebe, and kind of a regular now. It's Lee from Straw Chat and Top Grumps. You alright?
It's a pleasure to be back.
Yes, I'm kind of loving introducing you to new anime as well.
I know I'm a lot more of an expert than I was last time I was on. I mean, expert's pushing it, but I think I've seen about 5 more animes since the last Anime Club I was on.
Since the last time you came on where you'd seen 2.
Yeah. Dragon Ball and One Piece for life.
And JoJo. Actually, you had seen JoJo last time you came on.
I had.
Yeah.
It is weird because we did suggest like a list of anime for you to add to a list. All of them that you've watched so far have been hentai.
Well, do you know what?
The only one Bible Black.
The only one that was anywhere close to that was one you recommended, which was that Dan the Dan.
That's different. That's good.
And like Pheebs recommended stuff like Attack on Titan, which was, I mean, fair enough. There is naked giants like flopping about and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I stuck Dan to Dan on, going, "Oh, Kris like proper bigs this up," and like 5 minutes in, Turbo Granny shows up. Like
the difference is that Kris is recommending you his favorite anime, whereas I'm recommending you anime that I think you will like.
Yeah.
Fair. You're watching Naruto though.
Yeah.
I know you did recommend Naruto, and it is amazing. I love it.
And
it is good, isn't it?
It's proper turning the tables as well, because when I talk to you about One Piece, you always give us that face where I cannot tell you anything, and you've been asking about Naruto, and I've been like, cannot say a thing. Spoil it.
And also,
it's horrible.
Your favorite character so far is Sasuke.
Sasuke, yeah. You have destroyed us this afternoon with that. Where I'm like, oh, Sasuke's mint. Like, I love him, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
well.
no, he's great. He's greatly. You've picked a good horse to back. Don't worry.
Yeah, it will never backfire on you. Going with the emo one. Never go with
You'll
the
never
happy-go-lucky
regret that choice.
one.
You know what? Even Vegeta was evil for a while, so if Sasuke turns bad, that's still fine by me. He's still my boy.
I think you'll like it. I think you'll like his story.
Anyway, so
but that's not why we're here today.
Yeah, this week we're going to talk about a new anime. It's still getting released at the minute, and it's called GachiaKUTa. I sound not sure about that because I'm not. GachiaKUTa?
It is GachiaKUTa.
Yeah. We'll have to look up a video.
We haven't been able to pronounce it all, like, for the past 2 weeks when we've been planning it. Like, it's been like, oh, have you watched any more of GachiaKUTa and stuff? Until about 5 minutes ago, where I YouTubed how to pronounce it, and then was like, right, this is it.
I had a proper moral panic about it this morning because I've been calling it a GachiaKUTa, and then I was like, no, that's not a Z, that's a T. What the fuck?
It does look like a Z or a T.
A little
the logo. And then you look at the graffiti underneath for that way, it's a T.
GachiaKUTa.
So, it's alright.
Which means legitimate trash. Lee looked it up because he's an actual podcaster professional.
Oh, podcaster, yeah.
Yeah. We didn't look it up.
Lee... No. We probably would have just made it up.
Yeah. Actually means whitehead.
Did you guys get snacks?
Well, I was going to go into that. I thought because of the anime that we're doing this week, they channel their powers through a special item that they hold dear to them. So I thought, why not show up with our own item? What they're called again?
Vital instruments.
Vital instruments. So why don't we show off what we think would be our vital instrument? So, Lee, do you want to go first for you being the guest?
See, mine, I was going to say, like, how the size of mine, but you'll just clip that and have me saying stuff about things being little. So, anyway, I didn't know we were doing this until 5 minutes before we started recording, and you're like, oh, find something important here. And I'm like rummaging my shelves. And I've got this, which was you taught us this, how to do it. I mean, you cannot really see it very well, but it is a Rolls Royce pin badge, which I got from me granda. And I think you got that for 25 years service at Rolls Royce.
Nice.
Who knew that I would have a connection to something so elegant?
So elegant and fancy. He's a fancy boy.
Rolls Royce.
He's a Rolls Royce.
So, what about you, Pheebs? What
Got a
item have
ruler,
you
and
got?
I. So, okay, so I have had this ruler since I was a kid.
Right.
It sits next to my desk. I reach for it with alarming frequency, and also I was looking through because I do attach a lot of sentimental value to objects. So there are a lot of things I could have picked as a vital instrument as a low-key hoarder and materialistic girl living in a material world.
Fair.
But I thought this is one that I could actually probably like whoop a monster with because it just feels good in the hand.
Oh, fair.
Can I just use my powers of deduction here and just say that Phoebes, you must have been a right little nerd in school, right? Because
I don't think that's exercising any power. You have met me.
well, it's just the fact that you're going, oh, I've had this ruler since I was a child, which means you actually paid attention in school instead of holding your ruler off the side of the table going, boing, boing, and making it.
And I also used to
But you didn't snap it?
Tap my leg. No, I didn't snap it. Why would I snap it? I know the limits of my tools.
That always happened with rulers, like the plastic rulers. You would twang it and then make it move further up so the vibration gets a higher pitched note until it goes bang, and you push it too hard and it goes dink, and the whole ruler just shatters. Or it is shatterproof.
You didn't understand the tensile strength of your equipment, mate.
I can't believe you would say that on International Men's Day.
If there's any day where I can talk about Lee's equipment, today is the day.
Oh.
What have you got as your tool?
So I've got a nice little case here, which contains one of my most prized lighters. It's my little wind lighter. I don't know why this is sentimental to us. I just really like it. It's got a good flame and a good feel in your hand. And if anyone nicked it, I would do horrible things to them.
You would corner a child in an alley and try to beat them up until they attacked you with a poo plunger.
Poo plunger, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You forced me to cough there, mind. That's so weird. Just when you held it up and you did your oh, but your like throat must have had a cough there, and it went, and it made me cough.
Oh my god, are you guys syncing up? Yeah.
Oh damn it, Chris! You haven't flipped me camera. It's the wrong way around.
I'd like to shake it up a bit. So we've watched nearly all of the GachiaKUTa series now, haven't we? We haven't just watched all the first 3 episodes.
No, of course I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I've watched them today.
Well,
about 2 hours ago, I finished watching them.
I mean, I'm just glad that someone showed commitment because Lee probably watched about 5, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched 5 episodes.
Yeah. So where are you up to? No, don't spoil it for Pheebs. I'm only joking. But
don't spoil it because I actually really enjoyed this and I do want to keep watching it.
I know. So did I. This was a complete.
I'm only up to where he meets his dad.
Oh yes.
That's a spoiler.
Do you know what? That hasn't happened. That hasn't happened.
That's not till the 6th episode, man. But yeah, this was a complete punt in the dark because I saw this when I logged into Crunchyroll and I was like, I quite like the poster that what it looks like, so I tried it. I was watching this in my spare time and I thought, oh well, it's quite an easy episode if I do something I'm already watching, so I'll just suggest that. But what were your guys' first episode?
I really liked it. I really loved the animation style. I think I messaged you and I was like, this reminds me of the Gorillas. like the way, like it's kind of got sharp like if I say that this is an anime that has sharp edges and like very extreme camera angles. I know they're not actual cameras, but the angles they choose to go in, particularly on faces, and really like it kind of really distorts facial features and makes it incredibly expressive. And then you were like, oh yeah, it's because they had a graffiti artist consulting on the show, which makes perfect sense because not only is there loads of amazing graffiti in the backgrounds, but it does feel like a bit of street art the way that the characters are designed. I think it's really cool.
It does actually play
And
into
it's
the
got big
story there as
monsters.
well.
Yeah, I love it. I'm so into it.
What
Yeah, so that was my initial impression, was like, oh, it feels good. Da, 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 da.
what about you, Lee?
Well, obviously everything Phoebe said, all of the animation style is amazing, but I'll expand on it as well and go towards the story also. So the first episode, a lot of, well, not just animes, but a lot of shows, they'll always start and they'll have just so much lore thrown at you, and it'll be like, oh, this is the world, and these are the people in it, and this has been happening, and it just convolutes it so much. But this just shows you, is he called Rudo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It just has Rudo collecting some trash, and then he goes back and he's cleaning his trash, and it shows you like the kind of modern, the hierarchy society, like the upper class, and then the lower class, and just gives you an idea of what kind of world he lives in without throwing in a million characters that you have to remember.
Yeah.
And then even the ones where it does introduce them, it's like, these aren't going to be important because he's going to get thrown in the pit. So here's somebody that he lived with, and here's a girl that he's got a crush on. And within about 2 minutes, you're just straight past that, and it's like, throw the trash in the pit, or something like that on the shouting.
Yeah.
Trash in the pit. Trash in the pit.
So
Yeah.
it just gets straight to the point and hooks you in to go like, oh my god, like this is intense and stuff's happening, and it eases you into it really well.
So you like the pacing then?
I thought you were going to say Twilight easing in very well.
No, I was because I remember
Vinny,
talking
don't
to
lower
you.
yourself on International Men's Day. Such tawdry comments.
Yeah, the pacing is really it's perfect. It doesn't go too fast. It doesn't go too slow.
Also,
It's
the
just-
episodes
it
are
hits the sweet spot.
23 minutes each, which I'm a huge fan of because that's the kind of anime you can squeeze into your life in a very easy manner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially 5 minutes before a podcast about it.
And also,
It was at least an hour before a podcast because I had to watch 3 episodes.
and a 23-minute episode, it is about 20 minutes of episode as well.
Yeah.
Compared to a lot of other animes where it'll be like previously on Attack
There's
on
no
Titan.
recap nonsense. Yeah.
Then you get 10 minutes of thing and then a 5-minute outro, and you've watched a 7-minute episode.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
so,
quite nice.
Like I've said to you in the past, that is why I do not like Attack on Titan. I think it's got a good story, but I just don't like the episode structure. It is 10 minutes of recap, 5 minutes of story, and then another 10 minutes of what's happening next time on Attack on Titan.
It's
I saw that.
that is
I am understating this. It's probably less story. So then, one day I got to it. I was catching up because I was watching like 4 or 5 episodes in a row, and I was like, one thing's happened in this. I'd had a paddy, threw it away, and I was like, I'm never watching this again. And that's why I've never watched Attack on Titan again. I watched the first series, a bit of the second series, and that's it.
But you could speed it up and just watch episode 5 and see the recap, and then skip to episode 10 and watch the recap, and then episode 15 and watch the recap, and you'd get the full story.
Exactly.
I can't believe you have that criticism about Attack on Titan, but you are currently watching One Piece where a character sleeps for 5 full straight episodes.
Yeah, but
frequently.
At least it doesn't say next time on One Piece, this character will sleep again.
Luffy's still asleep. Main character still out for the count.
Oh,
Why? Because he ate too much. It's not even asleep for a good reason. He just didn't
he's just
had too
relatable.
much meat.
Everyone's had a meat nap.
To be fair, that is quite relatable.
Oh, actually, so I did do the first impressions. Should we go into the story of what it's actually about? I know we'll just go into the first 3 episodes, so it'll be very vague concept. So you've mentioned Rudo lives on a place called was it the Sphere? The Sphere, yeah. Which is a floating city above in the sky. They've got an upper class and a lower class, and the criminals in the lower class get launched off as a sort of like execution style, where that's where they go. And all the while you see the city of the Sphere throwing trash bags and everything out down below into a big pit that they call it. And the pit, Rudo gets framed for the murder of his adopted dad, caregiver, guardian, who, yes, I can't remember his name now. Regtor?
It's like Ruto or something. Regto, yeah.
Regtor, yeah. Who's kind of important because Rudo's got some dodgy hands, so to remedy that in this dirty place that they live, he just gives him a pair of gloves. Yeah, so he gets chucked off because he's framed a murder, and he ends up at the ground, the bottom of the pit. And then you realise
it was really sad that, like,
what,
just he Rudo. He seemed very upset. He was very down in the dumps.
I could see it coming, and I couldn't look away like a car crash.
I've been waiting all episode to do that. 17 minutes. I've had that prepared.
That's a lie. You've been waiting for days to say that. You thought of that last week.
Yeah. You can just see Lee underneath just crossing off one of his puns, off his pun paper.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear all the trash puns. He doesn't half talk rubbish, this guy.
Hey.
Oh, damn it. I have to get rid of that one now. There's not enough trash talking. Delete.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So Rudo goes down to this this garbage-filled pit, and he's attacked by some trash beasts, which it isn't really explained at the time, but he's in like a really toxic environment where he can't breathe. He's slowly dying from toxic inhalation from all the shite. And a mysterious masked man saves him, and then you find out he's called Engine, which is a cool name, and he is he's a giver, which I thought was a wild name for a guy.
Well, you said one of the questions you messaged me before we went on was, "Do you think you'd be a giver?" And I was like, "Excuse me." I don't think you could ask that kind of question of a lady.
I didn't realise, but this was what, halfway through your first episode, so you had no idea any of this.
No idea. Literally, no. I thought you were being incredibly overly familiar.
I didn't even realize that you hadn't. I didn't realize you hadn't seen any of this until recently, Pheebs. And
literally today.
I actually got a bit worried because I think last week we were talking in our DMs, and you mentioned like someone that you've been hanging around with, and then I started quoting this show saying "throw the trash in the pit." Just to say, just
I thought you were just saying that I was trash. Like,
no, I was just saying
like the kind of thing you message me on the regular.
I was just saying that like as a reference, so Chris knows that I was watching GachiaKUTa. But then I looked at the previous messages and was like, "Oh, I hope like Pheebs isn't thinking I'm talking about her."
Oh, Phoebe messaged straight
I don't
after
know whether
that.
to be.
And she was like, "Can you believe Lee? What's he saying?"
Can you? Oh my God, Lee's so rude. I mean, normally he keeps the trash talk to like our private chat. The fact that he would do it in front of other people is really offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I assumed, to be fair, I assumed it was to do with that because you had been talking about it, and I kind of just tuned it out because I was like, I'll watch it and I don't want spoilers. So that's fine. Don't worry, Lee. I wasn't paying attention.
No one pays attention to it.
I'll just let that linger a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna really let Lee stew in it. Oh, don't. He's so sweet. Leave him be.
Oh yeah, engine. Oh yeah, so Engine's a giver. They basically go around defeating these trash monsters and making it safe for the civilization down below. So yeah, that is the basic story of GachiaKUTa without spoilers. So what were your initial expectations going in? Like, you know nothing from looking at it. But from the first episode, you get this society, and then it just changes after that.
Yeah.
But
So I was. Oh, sorry.
No.
Carry on.
No, go.
I was really glad in episode 1 where they were chanting "throw the trash in the pit" because I up until then I thought Lee was being really rude to me. But also I thought I really like, so it's set up very early on, this idea of like a divided society where you've got people who have and people who have nothing. And that the laws are all geared towards like keeping this kind of very shiny behind the wall part of the city all shiny and nice, and everything outside of that, whether you're on the sphere in the tribal area of the city or whether you're on the ground, which is what the world in the pit is called, is shit. But also the other thing that I thought going into it was that I was like, oh well, obviously you want to get back to the sphere, but after episode 3 I'm like, why the fuck would you want to go back to the sphere? Apart from like the toxic waste and the monsters, the city on the ground is so much more fun.
Yeah. Do you know
So
what
much
genuinely
more fun.
what his motivation is to get up top again?
Kill again. To kill revenge.
Yeah.
To chin
Yeah.
them. He just wants to slap them about a bit.
He needs to give that Chiwa a slap.
Oh,
the little what a bitch.
She turned on zero evidence. Someone who she was previously willing to stand up for and ignore everything that they were saying, and then suddenly she's like, "How could you? I thought you were different." And it's like, he is clearly different.
Well, she got
Like-
a teddy out of it. She just
But she
No, but then
ditched
she
the
just
teddy.
discards it. So she's no
Yeah.
better than the rest of them.
yeah, smudgy teddies.
Yeah. Look after your stuff, people.
Yeah, because there's a big thing of kind of like when you look after an object in that anime, you kind of give it life and it inhabits a soul, and some people can draw power through it or use it to channel their power, which is their objects, like were lighter or Rolls Royce pin or ruler. So I forgot where I was going with that conversation. As soon as I said ruler, I was like, oh.
That's part of what you learn in episode 2 is that you have like, so he gets like chased by monsters. He then encounters some people who I think are going to kidnap him and enslave him, but he also meets this character called Engine, who's one of the cleaners who are like charged with taking down the monsters. And this is where I fell in love with this anime. I love a special attack that has a name, that the character says the name as they're attacking. In anime, there is no better way to like have like a final boss killing moment if you're not going to scream. But he doesn't even scream it. He just kind of whispers it into the umbrella and then bam. And I was like, okay, this anime has everything. I'm hooked. I'm in.
It's also that's the point where you
give
thought,
me the Kamehameha wave. Give me your special attack names. I'm in.
Bankai.
Yeah, give me your Bankai. Give me your what's it with in Naruto with the eyes? Give me the sexy no jutsu. I want to know the names of your attacks.
Is that the thing you thought was with the eyes? Sexy Nojutsu.
No, the thing with the eyes is the thing I can't remember. Byakugan? Or is that
Yes.
the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, when I was talking to Lee the other day about it, I called it Rasengan. I was like, that's all right.
I was calling it Shinigami, but that's the god
That's
of death,
also
isn't
not...
it?
That is the gods
Yeah.
of death, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the cleaners who come in and they realise very quickly that your man who's been thrown in the pit is a natural. He can make anything into a vital instrument while he's fighting, which makes him incredibly powerful in this world where there's just trash everywhere, including at one point a poop covered plunger. And then when I saw that, I was like, well, this is why Kris loves this anime, because it's got poop jokes.
Who doesn't love a poop joke?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it is quite funny. It's funny, it's brightly coloured, it's got a cool art style, and it's got some very, very cool anime trope style fights, which I'm so here for. Love it.
Yeah. I don't know how much of the world at the bottom that you saw with you only watching 3 episodes, but what did you think of it?
I liked so far I've seen the trash heap,
Mm-hmm.
the weird little gas station where those people try to capture Rudo and are like talking about like selling his body parts.
Yeah.
Because he's from the sphere, and apparently people will pay big money for stuff from the sphere,
And they make him eat that stuff.
and they
was,
make him eat all the dirty trash
Yeah.
food.
It was did you see what it was? I think it was bins on toast.
And it needs to stop. We need to stop talking about that and move past it.
But
and then
do you know what? I fell in love with that where he bites the guy's fingers, and it was like,
Yes.
oh, good, it's not just family friendly.
brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Well,
and then I saw the city where he waits to meet his new trainer and then accidentally bumps into him in an alley. There's also a sassy anime that steals. There's also a sassy anime cat that steals his money, which I like. When I saw that, I was like, oh, this anime has everything. It's also got thieving cats.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. There is so much more as well because it expands on it in later episodes, but Lee will have seen that more than you. So what did you think as well?
I mean, I can't go into the bits for the further episodes.
No, you can go for it. I'll just tune you out.
I would say in general. I wouldn't say specifics.
In general, I'm loving that. Just all of it's still in the setup phase, isn't it? So I feel like this is a story of revenge at the moment, and it's going to be a case of Rudo trying to get back to the upper world to get revenge on the people up there. But I'm thinking that there's got to be some kind of conspiracy thing going on. They can't just go. They can't make the way to the upper world, back to the sphere, and have these powers where Rudo's going to be amazing with them by that point and just wreck everyone. So I reckon the government or whatever is going to have powers as well, and there's going to be some kind of like upper class magic society thing or something going on. And I also reckon they framed his dad. Because we haven't mentioned that his dad got sent to the pit for murder.
Also,
murdering those people.
His like adopted dad
Mm-hmm.
is carrying a book around and is like making notes in like the fancy part of town at the beginning. And when he gets murdered, the murderer, the only thing he takes from the father is that book. So what's in that book? That's got to have something to do with this whole thing, because like his last words to his son are like run and like turn this world this world upside down and make them pay. Like, what does that mean? That's such ominous last words.
Yeah.
So there has to be some sort of bigger story like waiting in the shadows at the moment.
I'm a little bit further ahead than used to, and there's no apparent big bad yet. So there is stuff that's happening. Obviously they're still trying to get back to the top with the cleaners, and they've went with them, but there's no like, I've got to face this opponent. It's kind of like it's still at the mystery stage. You find out something special about his gloves, because it's got a symbol on it, and we don't know what that means at the minute. But yeah, it is very much a still finding out stage. Where I'm at, I think I'm up to episode 11 at about 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really see anything to spoil that
I'm
one.
loving mysteries being in these things as well. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
every anime to be good has to have a good mystery.
Yeah.
Like all I'd experienced before this was the biggest mystery was Dragon Ball. It was like, who is this mysterious young man? And it's like one episode later, oh, I'm Vegeta's son. And I was like, oh, mystery solved.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Trunks, and I've come back from the future. Let me tell you my whole life story.
Exactly.
I don't know, because you have watched One Piece. There's mysteries in that.
Well, I have now, but like I only started One Piece maybe 2 years ago, I think. But
True.
for like the 15 years before that, or hang on, when did Dragon Ball come out? Like 1997 or something. For all of that time up until I started One Piece, that was the only anime I'd seen, and it's
Late
just
80s,
flashy
I think.
lights and screaming.
Yeah.
I mean, when it aired in the UK.
I mean,
Yeah.
so Lee, you've just said what you think could happen. Do you have any theories, Phoebe?
So I think at the moment it's a story of revenge. I think that's a really nice way to describe it, Lee, that at the moment this is where he's at in his journey. I think it's going to become a story of injustice, because that theme is so heavy in it in the first episode, and then it kind of becomes a story of survival very quickly. So they kind of drop the injustice bit, and it's then just about him like trying to figure shit out and stay alive. But I have a feeling there's going to be some sort of great kind of societal tool of a system of oppression or something.
Yeah, it's going to get
At
political,
play.
isn't it?
It's going to get political. It can't not. It's like Attack on Titan. Anytime there's a city with walls and classism, it's going to get political.
Yeah.
Even if there are giant monsters flopping about.
To be fair, it does hint at that.
Yeah. And I don't think that's particularly obvious. I want to find out what the deal is with that book. I want to know, and I think there is some secret in that book. I also think that whoever is the masked character who kills his adopted father, I think by episode 10 we will have met that character without their mask. So that's my
Right.
theory, is that we will meet that character again without the mask and not know it's them really early on. And I think one of the reasons is because when Engine comes in, he has like that very distinctive mask that he's wearing while he's hunting the beasts. And I think that whoever that character is, they are a cleaner of some sort. I think there's something at play there.
I feel like it'll be someone important as well. Like, he'll take his mask off and it's going to look like him, and he'll be like, "No, Rudo, I am your brother." Like,
Yeah,
and he's
or
like
it'll be
stealing
someone-
his dad's book back or something like that.
Yeah, because they don't kill him. I don't think they went in deliberately to kill him. So I think there's something there about that masked killer is going to be more complex in terms of motivation than simply this is bad guy. And I think it will cause, I'm hoping Rudo will have some kind of like some sort of moral crisis about revenge. That's what I'm hoping for, where he has to choose between the greater good and his personal vengeance.
I'm kind of hoping he just thinks, nah, I'm just going to give up with the sphere up above because it's a bit shit, isn't it? I'll just stay down here.
The sphere seems really crap, especially if you're a tribes person who are the people who live outside of the big shiny bit. Why would you want to go back? It seems like he was not particularly well liked. He got bullied all the time.
You have to have him going back there. It's like, that's the goal. It's like, imagine watching One Piece and Luffy, like, in episode 50 went, "Do you know what? I really like the Baratier restaurant and working for Zeph. I'm going to stay here and work in this boat for the rest of my life. Forget the One Piece.
It's almost like, can you imagine Luffy being 1,000 episodes in and having not found the One Piece? Like, how long can you sustain that for?
Phoebe on International Men's Day as well. Oh,
Sorry, for some reason Luffy has made me angry today, but I actually do enjoy One Piece. I just would like to say that. But I've come for him twice now.
yeah. Well, you have always said
Yeah.
famously that you prefer Naruto over One Piece as well.
I do. I actually do. And I'll
You said-
stand by that.
You
I
said
think
you'd
it's a
win in
better
a
show.
fight and everything, wouldn't you? Did you say that?
Naruto would win in a fight, yeah. He's got a literal demon inside of him.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like Naruto probably could beat Luffy, but Luffy will get stronger, so maybe his later could be... I don't know.
Who do we think that is the most powerful? Well, actually, here's a better one. Do you think Rudo could beat Naruto and Luffy in a fight?
Nah, definitely not at the minute.
Not at the
He's
minute.
got some glowy gloves. You can turn a keyboard into a rocket or something.
He seems like he can take a punch. Some of the fights, he gets knocked about. It's brutal.
Yeah. It's not gory, this, but like any normal human would be dead 10 times over.
Yeah,
Haven't
there's
even
something
half
going
of
on
the
with
hits
him.
that he has. Yeah, but then again, so does everyone else. Like, he's not special in that
True.
regard. Like, a lot of them can take punches. So you're saying that you wouldn't want to live on the sphere at all?
Give me the fun ground city. I'd much rather live in the ground city at the moment.
So what we haven't mentioned that much is the trash beasts, as they call them, or the rubbish
Yeah.
monsters or whatever, which is it's like bad, and isn't it just like a vital object that has like a bad energy in it and attracts trash and
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got
turns
some
into a
kind of
monster?
core in them.
Yeah, which is
So
a
the
vital
core is
That's all we
the
should say for
anima.
now.
Yeah. So in the building of this, like in this world lore, you have anima, which is the energy which is given out from humans into the universe and can imbue, and it's the same thing that imbues vital instruments with power. Anima can also, like in the form of like emotion, imbue other objects. So what's happening in the trash heap is all the negative emotion that's being kind of thrown away by the sphere is also kind of turning the very air toxic, and the anima itself is becoming corrupted, and that's creating these huge beasts. And it's very much like if you've seen Spirited Away, Studio Ghibli, with the No Face, when he comes in as the
Yeah.
polluted river spirit into the bathhouse. It gives me that kind of energy of like, this is like the pollution of humanity given physical
Kris,
form.
Kris, it isn't until episode 5 that we start finding out a bit more about the core things and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
So I was just thinking, as you said,
I'm trying not to get into it too much.
Oh, it's hard. This Phoebe's only seen the
Episode
first
3,
three.
that's my take on it.
Well,
But yeah,
just
so you would rather live in the lower world, in the pits, with all of these giant like trash Godzilla things chasing after you.
Yeah. 100%. What, rather than have to like either live with all of those stuck up people in the shiny white city, or spend your life being like in the shitty white, like shanty town outside of the shiny white city. Absolutely, I'd rather be in the city where you can make your own
The
way.
people are cooler lower down, but
Yeah,
it's
the people
definitely
are cooler,
safer
and
up at the
actually,
top.
the cities are relatively safe thanks to the cleaners, right? The air isn't polluted in the cities. You can move around. They have better food by far, burgers.
for context, Phoebe at the minute is actually in the west wing of her house, and she is in the equivalent of the sphere compared to us. So that's why Lee's confused.
All right, Mister, I have a spare bedroom.
It's covered in Christmas
Don't think that
decorations at the
you're.
minute.
Don't think. Yeah. Don't think that you're happy. Oh, look at you with Christmas decorations.
Oh, right.
Oh. Don't think that your happy-go-lucky accent masks the truth of your financial status of having a spare bedroom.
Oh,
That's luxury, mate.
right. So,
Uh,
do you think you'll watch on? Do you think you'll keep up with the
Yeah.
series? Because I've seen people talking about this as if people who've read the manga and have been looking forward to that anime release for a long time, saying, "Oh yeah, this could be the next big shonen, like a Naruto
Okay.
or something else." Could you see it being something like that?
At the moment, I don't think it's got enough lightheartedness to like. So, at the moment, I think it's too dark to be able to sustain this level of intensity. Because at some point, you get like drama fatigue. So, if in the next couple of episodes we have some really like, basically, I need more poop jokes. I need more moments like that to offset some of the drama, and then yes, I could see this becoming like a very big series that could go a long distance because it would have that kind of emotional highs and lows.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I mean, there is those things, I would say. But what
Yeah,
do you think,
good.
Lee? I can't go into it. I don't want
Right.
to.
I would say it could have been a big show and become one of the next big, like, shonen sort of like TV animes.
Mm.
But I don't think it's got the right name. I think that's its only problem.
Oh,
So, right, all of like because to hit all the Western audiences and for it to get big over here, you have things like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, and it's all of these easy things to
Bleach.
pronounce. But
yeah.
but if kids are going into school and being like, "Oh, have you seen Jinpu Karatara?" and people are like, "What the hell is that?" and then if it's got like a like proper long Japanese name, like I keep like blabbing on about Kagurabachi, but even that's like it's just a word that to us Westerners does not mean anything.
I
Interesting.
I don't know, because Naruto doesn't really mean anything to.
I know, but it's short and sweet as well, and it's like the kid's name Naruto, so
What?
I think it still works.
So
But
If suddenly they
GachiaKUTa,
had
where we couldn't even pronounce it until 5 minutes before this episode, how are we
That's
meant
on
to
us.
recommend that to anyone?
That is on us. Not I
That's,
think.
Exactly.
that is on us. I think we could be better.
But
Yeah,
the
I mean,
show itself is amazing.
I do hear what you're saying about the name. I do think that you could easily shorten it and then it becomes very catchy. Have you seen Gachi? For
I
example.
suppose
Yeah.
and you couldn't translate it because, like, oh, have you watched literal garbage?
Legitimate God.
Legitimate garbage, yeah.
I don't know.
It's-
Have
it
you
doesn't
watched
work.
Legal Trash?
Have you seen that time I was reincarnated as a vending machine?
Oh. But that is, to be fair, that's a sleeper hit of an anime.
Yeah. I'm just using it
But
as a
the
point.
title does let it down.
I even think that works because it just sounds so mental that people are going to be like, I have to see what this is.
That's
I
literally
understand.
why we picked it at that point.
Yeah.
I would never
Yeah,
watch it without a
it's true.
title. But yeah, I was a bit worried about because I don't know, I was kind of hoping this would be bad just so I didn't have to say GachiaKUTa a lot.
But now you're gonna have to be like every year. You're gonna have to be like, have you seen the new series of GachiaKUTa?
Yeah.
I think once you get used to it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it does take a moment.
Evangelion.
Again, I think that's
Not
a
that
simple one. Like a simple name.
Also, I don't think
suppose.
it's an all right. Okay, hot take. I think Evangelion's an all right anime.
Oh, I think it's a
I'll
bit
tell you what
boring.
it is.
Yeah, agreed.
So we'll never do it because of that hospital scene as well.
Yeah, it fails our one test.
Yeah. Oh,
But no, I
wanna-
think this will be good. I think it'll be good. And I think it's got characters you can really root behind. I also think there's going to be so much fan art of all the different cleaners kissing each other. There's going to be like
Yeah.
fanfic galore. I think it like, and that I do think is really important for series longevity is can the fan base get behind it and create their own porn? That keeps
Well,
this show going.
Do you know, as I'm getting into it, what it kind of reminds me of? Bleach. Is in where the
Yeah.
cleaners, they have different divisions as well. And every one of them,
Yeah.
do you know the main rule in an anime where you've got to tell who the character is from their silhouette? You can with
Yes.
every single character.
Yes.
They're all very unique. They have staying power. And I think it's got that going for it. But do you think this reminds you of any other anime? Like you could compare it to for someone who's, if you're recommending this to someone, you'd say, "Oh yeah, it's a mix between this and this," or
I would actually say it's a mix between Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. I think those are other
Right.
two anime where this sits in the kind of middle. It doesn't have the weird bondage sister undertones that Demon Slayer has, which make it sometimes an uncomfortable watch. And it is the plot is less convoluted than Jujutsu Kaisen.
Or slow
but in
Jujutsu Kaisen.
oh yeah, you watched that as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's like a better version of both of those animes. And I quite like both of those animes. It's not like a diss on either of them.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
a
think
fair
if you like
comparison.
those, you'll love this.
Yeah,
Yeah. I do think it's also a good, like Bleach is a great comparison for it, because you're right, it does have like you have the captains and the deputies in Bleach. I think you'll have like division team leaders in this.
yeah.
They're going to be
And
really missing the mark if they don't meet like the person in charge of the whole cleaner army, and he's called
Yeah.
General Waste.
that is absolutely amazingly. That's good. You can cross that one off your list. That one hit the mark.
I'm just thinking, how would that translate from Japanese? Though? Would that transpose over?
How would you say it in Japanese?
So Lee, I wouldn't, because I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
You
Why?
haven't. You're kind of starting to get into anime now. Like you're giving it a good go, watching Bleach and all that. Naruto. Where would you rank this in what you've seen so far?
Ooh.
And would you recommend other people to watch it?
You know what? Right, the ones that I've watched have been like the really big animes. So I've watched things like Naruto, obviously Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Attack on Titan, Death Note,
Akira.
Jujutsu Kaisen, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Akira.
Yeah.
I don't think this is as good as any of those.
Right.
Well, I think it's definitely better than Jujutsu Kaisen. So it is a really good show, but I need to see more animes
Right.
to put this on a list.
Should we recommend
Better than
you?
Dan to Dan.
Don't say that. Should we recommend you a crap one so you know what a crap one looks like?
Oh,
Yeah,
what are you
sure.
gonna recommend? I want to eat your pancreas.
No.
Well, actually,
Leave it, turn that off straight away.
the worst
Yeah,
anime I've
Lee
seen
would
was
make me do that.
I don't think Pheebs are going to be happy with this, but the worst anime I've ever seen was Spirited Away.
No way.
I
Actually,
did not like it.
So to be fair, that doesn't surprise me, because I think that comes down to a preference thing, not a quality
Yeah.
thing. Like I just
It
don't
was-
think that's a Lee anime, and that's okay.
I just didn't resonate with it at all.
No, that's fine.
You
I
wanna
do
watch
love it though.
Visions of Escaflowne?
No, I actually want to keep recommending Lee watch good anime, and I want him to watch Ghost in the Shell.
You would like that.
Because
You would like it.
I think he'd like that. And the
Scarlett
standalone
Johansson,
complex
hasn't it?
is fun as well.
Hmm?
What?
I
Not
didn't hear that.
that version.
Oh, it's got Scarlett Johansson in, hasn't it?
Yeah,
No.
that's a version we're talking about.
That is never has been, never will be the version I am talking about when I talk about Ghost in the Shell.
Never watching that.
To me, that is not canon.
It's fine. But I think that's pretty much me for me questions on GachiaKUTa. Do you guys want to add anything else, or are you okay?
Do you have a favorite character so far? Like, who do you think's the coolest character, and why is it Engine?
It is Engine.
It is Engine, isn't it? He's so
Yeah.
cool. I love an anime with a character where you're like immediately like, oh, he's so cool. I want to be his friend.
Yeah.
Although this is a little bit ahead of where you are, but I like the Scissor Girl. That's not a sexual thing, by the way, but I quite like Scissor Girl.
Yeah, she's pretty good. But
You'll see who she is.
That also explains some other DMs that you've sent me.
I
so
wasn't talking about GachiaKUTa then.
I've got one. I can't remember his name, and it's early days. But there's a big guy with a hose, who I really like, and I think I could, either that or the guy with the yarn.
With the hose. Is he Happy Go Lucky?
No, opposite. Oh, actually,
Ooh.
he's from a section of the cleaners that are called, they're separated into emotion or states or something, and this is like I think it's like motivation. So he's all like, yeah, like full on in your face, but he's not like happy go lucky. And he's a giant of a man with a hose, and I think he's a gardener. So yeah.
Okay. Are you sure you're watching GachiaKUTa and not some sort of hentai?
Maybe? I don't know, you send us so many links now, like lately.
Fair.
Oh, is there anyone you didn't like?
Chua.
Yeah.
Chua?
What a bitch.
She's such a bitch. Yeah. She was really quick to just give up on him. Do you know what I mean? That's not cool.
Yeah.
Feel like he'll forgive her.
Do you reckon?
When he makes it back up, I think things will get explained and she'll help him.
I think he's gonna punch her right in the tit.
I would love it. I would love it if that's the option. I think it'll be hard to redeem her because she's quite annoying anyway. So automatically I was predisposed to thinking, oh, this is a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I don't think I think anyone can be redeemed. So please, Sasuke, please. Don't know what you're gonna do, but please.
For a minute, I thought you were going to start praying for your own soul. I was like, whoa.
Oh, no, I'm far beyond redemption.
Anyone can be redeemed, Lee.
I thought you were going to start talking about Bon Clay.
Oh, Bon Clay.
Yeah.
Bon Clay.
What a man. Oh, no, what's it called? Oh,
what a person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, what we got coming up next week, Pheebs?
Well, next week we're on a break. As in, Kris and I have decided that our relationship isn't working for us, so we're separate now. Mummy and Daddy still love you very much, Anime Club, but we're deciding to live separate lives for a little bit. So what we've done is we have been recording at like demon speed. It's the reason that Kris and I look like we've aged 5 years in the last couple of weeks. Because we have been burning the candle at two ends, and we have now stacked episodes all the way up till January the 2nd. And what makes it really fun is that throughout the end of November up to December, we are doing Anime Club with friends. We've got a guest on every week. So it's a huge thank you as well to all of the people who've appeared on episodes with us. And next week, I think we're doing the creators of ZombieCon Volume 1 are coming on to talk about Spy X Family, Spy Times Family. I still call it Spy Times Family, but
It's just Spy
Spy
Family.
X Family. It's also just Spy Family. Yeah, that is the conversation. I've basically just repeated the first part of this
Yeah.
episode in some sort of weird fugue state of an outro. Um, so yeah, we've got them coming on. So watch this space. And we'll see you again, like live. The next time we'll be live will be in January.
Yeah, and
Ooh.
we'll probably
Yeah.
just talk about what we've been doing and then what we've been watching as
Yeah.
well, because we've got so much time to catch up on stuff that we've only watched 3 episodes of.
Exactly. And we're basically sending ourselves off into our break with Lee, and then our break will finish with Lee having watched Akira, which I'm genuinely very excited about, because when we went to SunnyCon together last year, I very excitedly pointed a poster of Akira to Lee, and he looked at me blankly, and I was like, can't believe Lee hasn't seen Akira. It's one of the most like body horror-y anime films to have been made, and it's right up his street. So you get to come back and hear what Lee says in the new year, what his thoughts
Next SunnyCon, I'm going to be pointing things out to you, going, "Oh, look at this," and you'll be.
are. I
"Oh,
cannot wait, Lee. You're going to be the day that you recommend me an anime, I'm going to be so excited. That's the goal.
Should we try to find the worst one, Lee?
No, I'm just going to keep promoting Kagurabachi, because when that gets made into an anime, it is going to absolutely blow shit out of the water.
Yeah, so I didn't realize you're technically more of a manga reader than an actual
Yeah, Lee
anime watcher.
Lee has actually read more manga than I think either of us have read.
Yeah,
to be
Yeah,
fair.
probably.
Yeah.
I've got one.
Well, that's because you can't read.
True. It's my last name, ironically, in a cruel twist. What have you got coming up, Lee?
Cruel twist of fate.
This comes out on Friday. It is currently World Men's Day.
Wednesday, the 19th.
Wednesday.
International Men's Day. I
So
can't believe you would forget that, Chris.
Well,
do better.
Thought you'd give us some slack.
No.
Well, I think maybe it's an hour ago there would have been just finishing maybe it's the Alabaster arc. I think if that's where we're up to. I can't remember where we're up to on Straw Chat. And we've got some Christmas stuff maybe coming up on Top Grumps. We're also having a break. We've got a quiz that we're going to be doing in the Discord, I think. I don't know what we've got planned. And there is
just make it up.
Two secret things that we've got planned. One I've told you about. One I'm going to tell you about once we come off this podcast, because I just remembered it before. But it is also another Top Grumps special episode that we are going to have to release in 12 days' time from now, from when we record this on the 19th.
So much for a break.
Oh no, it'll be a short one. Nothing too strenuous.
If it's fun, I don't mind doing it. But anyway, thanks for coming on, Lee, and see you in January from Anime Club.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.